nail biter down the stretch of this one. Let's just talk about how your team was able to pull this one out tonight.
Yeah, this was kind of a crazy game. Malik is having a special night. He goes down with an injury. Jamal comes down from a jump shot. He's grabbing his knee, his ankle, whatever it is. Torrey fouls out. Nicola fouls out. It was kind of crazy, but Monte Morris, put the ball in his hands. Jamal had a couple of turnovers there, asking him to do so much tonight. 40 points, injured. Give the ball to Monte. He makes a play. Makes 2 huge free throws. Late game execution. Nicola, before he fouls out, hits a big shot. So we made enough plays down the stretch. Mason, I thought, defensively, having an awareness of what they were trying to do in that last play, set that hammer screen on the weak side, gets a deflection, forces a side out. So it was not pretty, but I couldn't be proud of our guys for how hard we played. The turnovers in the second half were a big issue. Played very clean basketball first half. Second half, I think it was 13 turnovers, 14 points. But they're a good team, and to get the win after losing down there 2 days ago feels great.
With the turnovers, was it just something that San Antonio made an adjustment to be able to start generating some of those, or how did that play?
No, I mean, they turned up their pressure. Obviously, we had a very good first half, so you knew Pop was going to jump them. They came out and played with more aggression. But there were times tonight we were playing like we were down 20. We were playing fast, frenetic, trying to do too much, and that's when you get yourselves into trouble. I think you can play that way defensively, but offensively, you got to slow down, have poise, and execute. And we're able to do that a few times down the stretch to help us get the win, but I think the turnovers were a large part of us just being sped up and trying to do too much at times.
And then Jamal Murray, even on a turned ankle, turns in a big performance. Let's talk about his game.
Yeah, obviously after the loss in San Antonio, we talked about how with 3 starters out, you need Jamal and Nicola to help us out. And tonight they did that. I had no doubt they would. Nicola, obviously, we spaced the floor much better. We gave him room to operate. He came out with a very aggressive mindset from the beginning. Jamal, 4 for 19, 1 of 8 from 3. I knew he'd bounce back and have a better shooting night, and he did tonight on his way to 31 points. So yeah, those 2 guys, we need them every night. And hopefully Jamal is okay. Hopefully Malik is okay, because I don't know if we'll have enough bodies tomorrow night in Phoenix.
You said you were treating this set like a playoff series, like a mini playoff series. Did it feel that intense to you out there?
Yeah, it did. Obviously, I know Pop voiced his displeasure with these types of games in the regular season, but it is what it is. We did not do a good enough job the other night, and I think our players understood from watching film, getting on the court yesterday, cleaning things up. There were instances where we were much better tonight in the areas that gave us trouble 2 nights ago. And it was a hard-fought game. At halftime, we were playing good. We were up double figures, and sure enough, they go on a run, and it's a 1-possession game, and every possession matters. It felt like a playoff game, and just thankful we were able to pull it out in front of a great home crowd.
You've been candid about the fact that you didn't expect what you got from Monte Morris, not to this degree. He's closed games, done a lot of good things late in games. This was kind of the next step, final possession that clinches the game. What did you see from him on the possession, and what can you say about that kind of ultimate trust to let a guy go do that?
Yeah, well, he's proven it. So I think trust is such a hollow word at times. We try to live by it. And the thing about Monte Morris, for me, is he has proven to be trustworthy. End of the game, after the free throw they were shooting, I said, Monte, I want you handling in the pick and roll. You make the play. Because he's shown me time and time again that he's capable of doing so. And to have the confidence and the poise to go to the foul line and knock down 2 huge free throws is tremendous. And, once again, 7 assists, 1 turnover. I think he had 5 rebounds. So, littlest guy on the floor, least experienced guy on the floor, coming up in big ways time and time again. So thankful he's a part of our family.
Jamal's played through a lot this year already. Was there any chance he was going to let you take him out of the game there when he goes down with that ankle injury late?
What's funny about that, Harrison? I had Monte at the table, and I saw the amount of pain that Jamal was in. I didn't see him land. I didn't see how it happened, but I did see his reaction. And then he got up, and I saw him start running towards the corner like he's going towards the tunnel. So I thought he was done. Then he pulled a Willis Reed on us. He did a U-turn, came back on the court, and obviously I had Monte come back to the bench for another possession or 2. Jamal's a tough kid. He did not want to come out. He did not want to lose this game, and he was going to leave it all on the floor. And once again, he's a special kid, and just love seeing his toughness come through in a big way.
What did you like about the final defensive possession for you guys?
Yeah, well, the final 2 possessions, we prepare, our coaching staff does a great job, first and foremost. We prepare for every game. We have their late game plays. We try to show our guys what we think they're going to run to give them an awareness. Mason Plumlee had great awareness. DeRozan drive baseline as that baseline. Love you too. All right, Coach Egan, good to see you. That's my guy right there. But he drives baseline. They're trying to suck the defense in for a weak side flare screen to get a corner three. And Mason read it, and he's able to get that deflection. After that, 0.7 on the clock, 3-point lead. Twos don't beat you. So we zoned up the 3-point line, did a great job, and they just got the ball in barely, and we were able to pull out the win.
Malik was having another big game before he left with the injury. But just what has been the biggest difference in his game last year to this year?
Confidence. Yeah, confidence. He's playing like he belongs. He's playing more consistent, but it all stems from confidence. And where's he getting that confidence from, Chris? Is from all the work you put in this summer, the hours and hours and repetition after repetition in the gym, and then I think him knowing that I am putting him out there and I believe in him and I'm letting him play. So now he doesn't have to look over his shoulder. Just play your game. And he's done that. He shot the ball well. He's attacking the basket. He's becoming a more disciplined defender. And that's the best part about all this. I mean, to have the record we have, to be as young as we are, with all the injuries that we have, and the schedule we've played, is really tremendous. And I think everybody's got to really stop and think about that. We're winning games somehow, some way, but we're doing it with Monte Morris and Torrey Craig, G League players. Juancho did not play last year. I'm not done. Juancho did not play last year. I mean, Malik Beasley was in and out of the rotation last year. So it's just tremendous to see what these guys are doing in terms of their belief in themselves and their belief in one another.
I know they didn't double Nicole like they did a couple nights back, but when he threw the ball in tonight, did it feel like he was able to make quicker moves?
Yeah, he was able to make quicker moves. They were a little less aggressive at times, but I think the big thing that we took from it and we worked on yesterday and today was the floor was spaced so much better. And we have one great example. We showed it at halftime. The ball went in, they did double, and it was a swing, corner three. And that to me is beautiful basketball. There was no hesitation. The 0.5 mentality you asked about, that was on full display in that possession, and it was great to watch.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Coach.
Last